Hey YouTubers! Slap, 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 slap. Today, tonight, whatever it is for y'all, we are gonna review The Flash Season 1, Episode
21. Grodd lives!
Sure.
Yes.
So, that was a really great episode!
It was an awesome episode. Yeah. Awesome sauce.
Oh my gosh, like, whew. I didn't actually fangirl this episode. She did quite a bit.
I did.
I just had to going,
Why didn't you fangirl? What the heck? You
I don't know. Your glitchy TV took the fun out of it.
I'm sorry.
I lost, you know how you get in the moment, the feels?
Yeah.
But when the TV glitches and you don't hear half a sentence, you're just like, I'm out. Just
At least it didn't happen with all of their scenes.
I know.
Didn't happen with the last one, which was good, because that's like the best one.
Right?
So the first thing that I have is Iris at Star Labs and confronting him about being
Yeah. That was kind of depressing.
It was. But I'm glad she knows.
Yep.
Because it's better that she knows than when she didn't know, because now she can actually help them.
Yeah.
Instead of feeling like she's in the way.
Purposely help them instead of doing it on accident.
Like she told her dad, she's like, you know, I'm actually safer knowing because I can be prepared for what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And because she's a journalist and she looks into all these different metahumans that are coming, you know, that are doing this stuff, she can, you know, be safe and let people know and everything.
Yeah.
Ahead of time. And, so she doesn't feel like she's in the way anymore. She can actually be there.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Not that she really felt like in the way before, it's just that she realizes that she was now that she knows, she realizes that she was in the way.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to be in his way, she wants to help him.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't want to help a superhero?
Right?
I mean, unless you're evil.
But yeah, I liked when she said how she knew through the spark and stuff.
Yeah.
And,
that was awesome.
yeah. I'm glad that it happened that way, because I totally wasn't expecting that. Like, I wanted the reveal to happen within this season, but I just didn't expect it to happen the way that it did, and it was really surprising to me.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like every episode, the show is always exceeding my expectations.
I am glad though that she figured it out. Like,
yeah,
it
me
wasn't
too.
told to her or shown.
I'm glad too.
Like, she didn't overhear something. She didn't study that picture she took any further.
Yeah. I'm glad that it was based off of her intuitiveness and her intelligence, rather than her just being like, oh, that picture, the person in the picture looks really familiar or whatever. I'm glad that it happened through a connection that she had, because I feel like it just even more solidifies them.
It does.
So.
I know how your electric shock feels, very.
Yeah. So.
It was a good pain. So, yeah, that was a great moment. The Cisco and Caitlin thing about...
Oh, yeah, where they were like,
Should we listen
in? And they're like, it's none of our business. But the Flash is our business. And Iris knows that he's the Flash now.
So that makes it our business. Yeah, that wasn't our business.
Yeah.
So what's next?
The Joe and Iris scene when she's in Picture News and he, you know.
We talked about that.
Not all of it, did we?
Okay.
Well, I mean, I liked that she was like, you know, you've also known how he's felt about me and you didn't say anything.
And she confronted him about that in Star Labs.
No, she didn't.
I thought that was in
when
Star Labs.
No, when Joe came to Central City Picture News and like she wasn't talking to him because, like, she was mad that he knew. Mm-hmm. And she, like, got up and was all, like, yelling at him. That was in Picture News. Oh. That wasn't at Star Labs. The stuff with her and Barry was at Star Labs.
Oh, yeah.
The scene with her, with Joe and her in Star Labs was when he was hurt in the bed.
No, because she went there before they went to head off. Her and Joe had that argument in Star Labs before Joe got kidnapped.
Oh. Okay. Because I know that, like, when...
They had 2 arguments, and then her and Barry had, like, 3 or 4.
Yeah. Okay, well, I was talking about the first one.
Okay.
And, you know, he's like, that wasn't my place to tell. It's like, yeah, but you could have been, like, very kind of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So... I liked the last one, too, when he was hurt. And she's like, love me enough to tell me the truth.
Yeah. You want to say it so they can hear?
Love me enough to tell me the truth.
You're like, love me enough to tell me the truth. Yeah, they can't hear that.
Yeah, that was a really, really nice scene with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I liked how she's just like, okay, I'm an adult. You need to freaking treat me like one.
Yeah.
And
she's like 25?
Yeah. And, like, he's like, I was thinking about that when I was down in the sewer, and, you know, yeah.
Okay, Eiling is being controlled by Grodd.
Yeah, he was, like, brain screwed. And his brain wasn't even his. It was completely controlled by Grodd. The reveal was awesome, though, like, I am Grodd.
That was freaking awesome.
Yes.
That was awesomeness.
Like, I don't know why, but the whole time he was talking, I was watching his neck muscles.
Why?
I don't know. The way they fluctuated when he was talking in that deep Grodd voice was just, like, really, like, funny to watch his neck contrast
I didn't even notice
and everything.
That. Yeah. I just have to, like, say that the special effects people did a really, really good job with Grodd.
Yeah.
That was freaking awesome how real they made that look.
It was. Like, seriously.
So, props to them for doing an awesome job with that.
Yeah. Like, I was like, no. Like, he looks like he's been walking around in human excrement.
Human weak.
Caitlin. Good. Eiling. Bad.
Grodd hate banana.
Yes.
Oh, I like too when Joe was in the room at Star Labs, and Cisco was like, "Did he eat the banana?" Like, and then he said the stuff about the movies, and he was like, "How was it down there?" And he's like, "Terrifying." No, and I didn't ask.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Grodd took Joe, so yeah.
He did. Yep.
And they were down there trying to save him. Well,
they were.
The Flash was down there trying to save him.
If I hadn't seen Jurassic Park, I wouldn't be so scared right now.
I love Cisco.
Did he King Kong it? Is he more King Kong or Planet of the Apes?
King Kong. That was a total King Kong moment at the end.
It was.
When he flew through the air and was like climbing up the building, that was totally King Kong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't seen Planet of the Apes, but I've seen King Kong, so.
I've seen the original.
The original Planet of the Apes? Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I were to see it, I'd see the original. But the original King Kong is from like the 30s, so it's in black and white. But
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the next thing I have is like Barry confronting her about how she feels because like that argument they had.
Mm-hmm. And she couldn't say anything.
She She was speechless, okay? Mm-hmm. He made her speechless.
Yeah, he's like, because they were fighting over, like, telling each other the truth and everything.
He's like, if you're gonna be mad at anybody, be mad at me. Don't be mad at your dad. And she's like, okay, well, explain to me how somebody that, like, you're supposed to know everything about and that you care about,
someone who's supposed to be your best friend.
Yeah, has kept these things from you. And
he's just like, okay, explain to me, like...
He's like, I am your best friend.
When we talked.
Yeah. And he's like, well, you haven't been completely honest with me either. Yeah. And she's like, what are you talking about?
Last week when we had the talk. Christmas. When we had the talk.
Was like 4 months
well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, last Christmas, he said.
Yeah.
But...
Last Christmas. Yeah, and last week when we had that talk again.
Same, but I'm like, there's more to it than that. Like, am I wrong?
She just can't say anything.
Yeah.
He's like, exactly. And walks off. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, yes.
He's getting more confident now, I'm glad.
He is. He's growing a pair.
He is.
Yeah. I'm so proud our little Barry's growing a pair.
I'm glad that he's showing that, like, as much as he respects her relationship with Eddie, even though he doesn't like it, because he just wants her to be happy, like, he's still, like, showing that he knows and that she's denying it and he's gonna be there.
Yeah.
So.
Because we all know he ain't square, so he'll be there.
That is so lame.
I know. That's why I said it.
Wells shows Eddie that he don't get the girl, lol.
Right? He did. He's like, check the byline. And
he's like, I'll just have to give this ring back to Grandma Agnes.
Yeah. It's like, oh. Yeah.
And he also told him that, he's gonna be a loser and that, like, he's not even, like...
He's the only Thawne that is almost basically erased from history.
Yeah.
Because he amounts to nothing. The Thawne legacy
so he's basically
wasted on him.
A loser.
Yeah. Basically. But I think Eddie is the best Thawne.
Yeah.
Like, so far. I mean, the Thawnes are, like,
although
political.
Eobard is a pretty awesome villain, if I do have to say so.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if that's all the Thawne legacy is mean, evil people, and then the supervillain, like, then Eddie did something right.
Yeah.
If he didn't leave a footprint in that family, he did something right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think that, like Lauren said on the Flash After Show, Lauren Mayhew, that he's gonna have a bigger part to play.
Yeah.
And we just aren't seeing it yet, but it will probably manifest itself in the next few episodes because there's only 2 left. So something will have to happen in that area, and I'm sure that it will at some point, but...
Now. What if what I've been saying for most of the season is true?
What?
Like, they were talking on the Flash After Show,
Oh,
Stream.tv here
thing?
on YouTube, that what if Eddie is
the
his
Cobalt
middle
Blue
name?
Thing?
Yeah. What if Eddie is his middle name and his first name is...
Malcolm.
Yeah. Malcolm Edward Thawne. What if that is his name? Because apparently Malcolm is the name of the Thawne brother, this Barry's twin brother.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they could be, like, the type of twin. I can't remember.
Fraternal twins?
Yeah.
Who don't look alike? Yeah. Well, they're gonna have to because they don't look alike.
Exactly. But, you know, like...
Yeah.
That could be, like, how it works. Oh, seriously, that would be, like, OMG.
It would. I don't know how I feel about that, personally.
I would kind of be happy about it.
Why?
Because that... Okay, even though Cobalt Blue is, like, an evil Flash, like, the way that Wells put it, he's the Thawne that didn't leave a single footprint in the Thawne legacy. Yeah. So that would mean he's the only Thawne that did something right. Why is there... There has to be a reason as to that Eddie isn't carrying the Thawne legacy of
and what's
evil
the
and
story
corruption
behind Cobalt Blue? Like, why does he hate Barry?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I think because Eobard told him...
I don't think Flash is his... I don't think Barry is his Flash, though.
Okay, well, I think because Eobard told him that he's not going to be with Iris now, I think it's only going to propel him and push him more to fight for her. And maybe that will show, like, who he is coming out through that.
Coming out, really?
Yeah.
He's going to come out?
Yeah, his evil side is going to come out.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
I know, I was just... You know, like...
Whatever.
I was being butt.
Yeah, which you are, like, all the time.
Well, yeah, it's one of my most redeeming qualities.
Okay. So, yeah, that's what I think. I think that he's going to have a bigger role to play, and I think that part of that is going to come through in him trying to get Iris. Well, he's still with Iris, but you know what I mean.
Keeper.
Yeah. Okay. Iris helped save him in the West Allen montage. She helped save him when he was being controlled by Grodd.
She did.
She's like, concentrate on my voice.
Yeah, listen to the sound of my voice.
It's okay. I know how strong you are. You can do this.
Do it for me. I'm like, oh my god.
And then when she said that, they played all the little scenes of their relationship.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, it's the kiss that never happened.
That kiss should have happened.
Yeah.
It did happen, it just was erased.
Well, it was erased to that version of Iris.
Yeah.
It's still out there in an alternate timeline.
Well, Barry knows it happened.
Yeah. So there's an alternate version out there of them. There's an alternate parallel world where Barry saved them from the tidal wave. And Barry and Iris are probably together. There's an alternate world out there where that happened that day. And they are a legit couple, and that Iris West Allen thing is legitly coming true. In our universe, we just have to wait for a little while.
We do. I think he's just waiting for her to be like, yep, I love you, I kiss you.
Oh, yeah. Give me some more of that sugar.
But yeah, I really loved that. I thought that was really, really great. That, like, she was the one that really could get through to him and to break that thing he had with the hold that Grodd had on him. And
yeah. Like they said on the Fast After show, like, she took the place of Wells in that moment.
did. She took the place of the motivator that Wells was. Because Wells was the one that always motivated him when Barry was struggling to, like, you know, defeat a villain.
You know, when he was doubting himself.
Yeah, or when he was doubting himself, and now that's going to be Iris.
Yeah.
And she's the one person that he's always been able to go to with his doubts and fears and everything. So, yeah.
Very awesome. Everything is awesome.
And then I have the rooftop scene next.
That was cute.
It was really great.
Like,
at first, I thought that he was gonna be in his suit on the roof, but then I was like, oh, okay, he's not. He's just talking to her.
Yeah, he's like, she's like, how did you know I was up here? And he's like, this is like your spot.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it's really important to me.
It is a special place because it's where I first met the Flash.
And I'm just like, dude, you mean is where you met Barry again as usual?
Yeah. But it is their spot.
Yeah.
And the next time they kiss, they need to kiss in that spot.
They do that.
They do. That is their special place.
That's the place he needs to propose. Though, would he be in his red? Would he propose as the Flash? Like, would he be in his Flash suit? Or would he be dressed up in normal?
Okay, here's what I would like. I would like for him to be in his suit with the mask off.
Mm-hmm.
And do that. I think that would
like,
be really...
Iris.
No, just like...
Will you marry
like,
me?
this is like... because, okay, all those little things that he said to her as the Flash happened up there.
No.
For the most part.
They happened in Jitters. In Jitters, he said...
In Jitters and on the roof.
In Jitters, he told her, what other girls? In the hospital, he told her she's worth being on time for.
But then, like, I don't know. It's just still their place where they meet.
Yeah.
That and Jitters are the two places that they meet. Mm-hmm. But I think the roof is more romantic.
The roof. That is Jitters.
Yeah, I know, but it's more romantic on the roof.
It is, especially since they added the chairs and the table.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't there
Like,
before.
they could have, like, a little... They could have... Okay. They could have, like, a really nice little dinner together on the roof at night with the stars and the moon as the light. And then...
maybe a little candle or something.
Yeah. Okay, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I really liked that scene. I liked what he said, and I liked that he just basically said, without you, there would be no Flash. And,
yeah.
like, you're the reason that I am what I am.
Yeah. Like, that you, when I'm in trouble, I think of you. When I'm doubting myself, I think of you.
Yeah.
When he thinks of her to get him through the day, as the
Basically.
Flash.
And it was kind of, I think, paying homage to a line from the comics where he says, "As long as I think of Iris, I'll be okay." And I think that was really, really sweet.
Yeah.
The way that, even though it wasn't that exact line, like,
Mm-hmm.
based off what he said, it paralleled that.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. And then, of course, like, I have been thinking about it, about what she said.
Mm-hmm. But I'm with Eddie. I'm living with
He's the person
Eddie.
that I live with, and he's the man that I love. He's like, I know, and I will bring him back. Like, and after that,
I don't know.
you know.
Yeah, I think totally gonna get together.
I don't know if it'll happen this season, but it will.
Exactly.
It will happen eventually.
Okay.
Oh, and I have, after that, I have, Grodd's King Kong moment, but we talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Wells let out all the metahumans. The very last scene of the episode.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No.
What did he do?
He stuck a thing in the, that was a part of the tube that didn't have any cells in it. He stuck it in there.
But then why did he say, it's time to go home?
For himself.
Oh. Okay.
He's gonna try and run the tube to run at faster than light and time travel back home.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to go home.
Alright. That makes sense. I like that better than letting out all the metahumans.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I have now.
Okay. Catch us tomorrow for Arrow and Supernatural. And we will try our best just to actually get the messengers out on Friday.
Yeah, we will try. Hopefully we can.
It hasn't worked for the past 2 weeks.
Hopefully there's not a baseball game again tomorrow night.
Yeah.
That postpones Arrow, because I'm going to be pissed off if there is. Like, seriously, it's been that way the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I hope that there isn't. I will check ahead of time to be sure, and if there is, then I will just find it online again, and we'll do that like we did last time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And y'all don't forget, if you watch our Once Upon a Time videos, this is the last week.
Yeah, this week is the season this coming Sunday is the season finale for Once Upon a Time. So, you won't be hearing from us with that show unless we do like more character stuff. But yeah.
So, I guess until next time, keep
believing in the impossible.